Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Past the 40. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Burgess. He's right on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grabs it in the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking for a man, it's Burgess. Finds his big tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He's got the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
No way. Bullshit.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Works the middle of the field. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Buying some time.
Come on, man.
Down and run.
God damn.
On this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Off-play action on 1st down. Unleashes one.
This is fucking bullshit, dude.
Touchdown, Orange.
Game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 11 over Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run out of the game. Pretty easy for a QB.
Who wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes? I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Quick pass on the jet motion.
Bro,
Nice,
where is the
solid
speed?
tackle from this sophomore. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Burgess.
Come
They
on,
really
man.
could use that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Finds his man enough for the first. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And it's caught inside the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could
Gotta
find
get me,
no
bro.
daylight. He goes down.
Computer tried to get me.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the
I fucking threw it.
Bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Fires left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack.
What?
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Clemson. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Clemson now operating in the red zone.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Back to throw, it's Burgess.
Oh.
Make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, going up top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance.
Fires and picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Offense getting set for 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Peters. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tiger! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Finds the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Syracuse right back at it. Looking to throw on second down. Pulls it in. It's Maddox. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Defense in press coverage. The aerial assault continues. Safe completion on the screen.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now he's looking to throw it.
No. God damn it.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Maddox. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion from the offense. The play action fake. He makes the connection. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. The running back has it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Burgess. Finds his man in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the returner goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays...
You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive firepower and speed all over the field, and this defense said, I will have none of that, and shut everything down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Skips away from pressure. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. To the ground to try to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets out to the 25-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll give it to the back. Got room at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go right back to it. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got loose, it was all over. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Working that left side now. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Hits.
He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Get set, get set.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find